I could do them afterwards, I suppose. The idea is to get the main outlines in, and then the detailing can be enjoyed as part of the painting process. There we go. Now this is a curious shape here, which is influenced by a plant which I know to be the bird of paradise. But transformed in my imagination into this strange shape, which I actually quite like. There we go. As you can hear, I'm grinding that in quite hard now, so that even if I can't see the line, I should actually be able to feel the line. And for me, I don't mind that. It doesn't spoil the artwork for me to have that embossed look. These tuning pegs have become sepals, I think they are, for these flowers to grow out of. I need to double check again. Yeah, that's fine. I can get different qualities of line by how hard I press. So pressing really, really hard for the outline and slightly gentler for these areas which are more kind of shaded. So the strong outline again here, and then where the ribbing is, gentle shading. This last flower, partially occluded by the image in front, and again some light shading. I'm not sure if these stamens, I can't remember which is which, the stamen or the anther, should become musical notes. See, they appear as dots here, but some of them have got little flags and tails which make them quavers or semi-quavers to keep this musical motif going. So there they are indicated. But I'm unresolved whether or not to make them musical notes. I think the stamen is the rod and the anther is the pollen bearing element. So again with this flower here, a strong outline, hopefully, and where it's become curled, slightly gentler and gentle kind of shaded ribbing to show the rippling form of the flowers. Okay, double check this. I am being overcautious because for me this is a lot of work. It's possible, I mean obviously the technique works, but I want to make sure that I get the most out of this session, because I don't know when I'll get another good session. That's a health thing, to do with my energy levels, to do with ME. So the reason I'm doing this today is because I'm having a good day with my ME. This is a day of energy, so work can get done. Ah, there it is, there's the palette. Okay, so it goes outside this picture plane, but I can make that go round. Make sure it's included. So in case you missed, I've just gone over the palette, the outline of the palette there, down here. And I'm now ready to do the flag. So there we go, all the way along to the wing. And I'll just leave it there. Now I've since discovered that the blue band on the Costa Rican flag is narrower. So you've got narrow blue, narrow white, much broader red, narrow white, narrow blue. So I've decided to narrow that off a little bit. So I think that's the main elements. Yep, and there's a little bit of the tear duct there in the corner of the eye, and some of these bloodshot elements. There's a thing, a stem there that looks a little bit like an allium, but I've left that out because I'm not convinced by its presence. So as you can see, we can work from an unconscious drawing and then consciously make decisions to develop it and try to make it work. And then we can take the image and transfer it onto the surface. I need to put the pond in, so let's make sure that the pond is here. And given the passage of time, I've had enough time to realise that I want the pond to sort of drop off and make a kind of a small drop and be connected up with a waterfall here. So we'll have to make it look as if this drops and then comes back up again, which may involve extending that square. So thank you for joining me on this episode. Hopefully you can see. But the next step would be to take a pencil and go over all of these to bring them out a little bit more. But I'm actually satisfied with this. I can see this well enough. There's a correction that I need on the drawing there, which is there's a feather missing to balance up on the other side, the number of feathers. And that could actually be corrected a little bit to narrow and join within the picture plane. Okay. So, there it is. Thank you for joining me for this episode. Hope to see you in the next installment. Thanks for viewing.